Hi, this is Prometheus, and I'm just giving you another quick tip to help you improve your gameplay. And I'm going to do my variation of reading defenses. There are other commentators that have these tips out there, but I'm just going to give you my variation of it because I try to keep things simple. Simple that I'm not trying to read the exact defense. I'm just trying to understand what type of things that I can do to attack a defense, basically giving you a 50-50 choice in the type of defense that you're going to get and how to attack it. Now, since Madden has been out for 25 years, I've been playing since 1992, and I can tell you this game has come such a far way from initially what it's rolled out. It's not just fluke plays anymore. It's really more of a complex game, and it's more real, like the real life game. If you guys ever get a chance to watch the NBC Sunday Night Football games on your computer, take a look at the cable cam, and you actually will see exactly what you would see in the game of Madden. You'll see exactly what's going on in the NFL, and you'll realize that all the stuff that we experience in the game, it translates right to the actual NFL. So this is a really good, the Madden game has gotten really good over the years. So you should take pride in it, that you play this game, because it really does translate right over to. So one of the tips that I want to show is reading defenses, and essentially, how to just turn your defensive reads into a 50-50 choice. So think of it as a lifeline for who wants to be a millionaire. I know that by one read, it's going to be either this type of a defense and how I should attack it, or it's going to be this type of a defense and how I should attack it. And the key to reading defenses is going to be one primary indicator, okay? And by reading defenses, defensively, I have disguised my coverages so my opponent doesn't know what I'm doing. So really, the trick is the following. It's where the corners are at. If the corners are pressed down, it's going to be a certain type of defense. If they're pressed up, it's going to be a certain type of defense. So what you're looking for on the line of scrimmage is where those corners are at. So you can see they're backing away, they're coming down in a press situation. It really will have a significant impact. So that's going to kind of tell you that. So when you see your corners that are actually back, usually it's going to indicate there's going to be three different types of coverages. It's either a cover 3 zone, a cover 4, or it is a man coverage with either some kind of an inside blitz or some kind of an inside coverage like a spy or a single person up in the center. And as I go through the plays, you'll see that. Now, if the corners are pressed down, it's going to be either one of the following coverages. It's going to be a cover 2 buck, or that cover 2 zone that you've seen that's been in the NFL. It is a cover 2 sink, or it is a man cover, or just some kind of a man press coverage. So if they're pressed down like this, you'll be able to attack certain parts of the field, or you're going to have to use certain routes to get past the press. So let's go ahead and just take a quick gander at this particular play and see what it is. This is a cover 3, but since we actually pressed it, it's showing otherwise. But let's go into some other plays and show. All right, so this is a 3-3-5. We've got the corners backed off, so it's going to be either one of the three following coverages. It's going to be either cover 3, where you have 3 defensive backs going into 3 shades. It's a cover 4, where you've got 4 defensive backs going back into blue zones. Or it is a man coverage with either some kind of a blitz or some kind of either a man or a zone coverage right up the middle. So let's take a look at it. All right, so this is a man coverage with a blitz, so that that's what's coming. Let's take a look at the next. All right, so on this defense, we've got defensive backs back, so it's either going to be one of the following coverages. It's going to either be a cover 3, a cover 4, or man coverage with either a blitz or some kind of a zone in the center of the field. Let's take a look. Cover 3. It's a cover 3 coverage. All right, so we've got the corners up pressed on the wide receivers. So the coverage is going to be either one of the following. It's going to be a cover 2 buck, it's going to be a cover 2 sink, or it's going to be a man 2 under, or just some kind of a man with a press. So let's take a look at it. and it's a cover 2 buck. And you would attack that obviously in the seams or underneath, right in the center of the line of scrimmage or the outside. All right, so the corners are backed off the line, so it's either a cover 3, a cover 4, or it is some kind of man coverage with either a zone in the center of the field or man coverage with a blitz. Let's take a look at it. Man coverage with a blitz is at edge staying a real popular blitzing hit. All right, so this defense, we've got the two corners up close to pressing, so it's either going to be a cover 2 buck, it's going to be a cover 2 sink, or it is going to be man coverage with either two safeties going back in blues or a linebacker in a spy or something like that. So let's take a look at it. All right, so this is just a standard man 2 under standard defense. This is a very popular defense. All right, so we've got the corners backed off, so they're either one of the following. It is a cover 4, a cover 3, or it's man coverage with some kind of a zone in the center or a blitz. Let's take a look. All right, just like I stated, man coverage with a zone in the center. So you got a yellow zone taken away. This would be a robber play, and it looks like there's going to be some heat going on. All right, guys are backed off. Well, this would be another read. We've got the safeties coming up. So this is probably man coverage on the outside with the safeties coming in on a blitz. That's my initial read on this. It could be a cover 4 or cover 3, but on the read with the safeties coming down, this looks like it's going to be a safety blitz with man. And that's exactly what it is. Safety blitz with man. Okay, so this play, we've got the corners that are backed off. So it's either going to be one of the following coverages. It's going to be a cover 3, a cover 4, or it is going to be some kind of a man coverage with either some kind of an inside zone or a QB spy or some kind of blitz. It's blitzing, and we got people manned up on the outside. All right, so we've got the corners down deep, and on this particular situation, it's either a cover 2 buck, it's a cover 2 sink, or it is man coverage with a press with either the safeties going up into deep blues, and that's cover 2 sink. We've got those yellows across the board. You guys backed off. This is either a cover 4, cover 3, or it's a man coverage with a blitz coming or some kind of a center zone, and that is cover 3. All right, so we got the guys pressed down. It's going to either be one of the following coverages. It's going to be either a cover 2 buck, a cover 2 sink, or it is going to be man coverage pressing with either two high safeties in blues, or you have one of the linebackers in some kind of a QB spot. And that's a cover 2. Okay, on this defense, you've got two corners down, so it's either a cover 2 buck, cover 2 sink, or it's man coverage with either two deep blue safeties, or you have a press coverage with maybe some kind of a QB spy. And that's a cover 2 buck, but it looks like just a little bit of different wrinkle, but it's still the same coverage read. Okay, in this situation, it looks like a hybrid defense. You see the guys rolling over to the left. I would say the corner is going to be blitzing down. Most defenders, most good opponents aren't going to go ahead and show this type of a thing, but I would assume that corner is going to be blitzing off the left-hand side where Alshon Jeffrey. Okay, so you've got the corners back. So it's either a cover 4, a cover 3, or it's man coverage with either some kind of a blitz up the center or a zone up the center. Let's take a look. And that's another robber defense. It's got a blitz in. Okay, this defense is what we refer to as a cover 6. Generally, you can tell this basically because one of the corners is down and pressed. It would either indicate one of two different things. That corner that's pressing is either coming in on a blitz, or it is a cover 6 coverage. So that means that the corner that's pressing is in a flat, and the corner on the other side that's not pressing is going to be going up into a third deep blue. So I could expect a weak side linebacker to fall back into purple, and the other two linebackers to be in the yellows. So the weaknesses of this defense is the the flat on the left-hand side, and then the in between the flat route on the right-hand side would be like the sidelines, and there's going to be a little seam right up the center there. So sure enough, that's the case. That's where the defensive weakness is at. We'll talk about it, attacking that later. All right, so the corners are pressed down, so it's either one of the following coverages: cover 2 buck, cover 2 sink, or it is man coverage, either a man 2 under, or it is man coverage press with some kind of a QB spot. And that's cover 2 sink. Got the guys backed off the line of scrimmage. It's either cover 3, cover 4, or it's man coverage with either a blitz or some kind of an inside or some kind of a zone play or zone coverage on the inside or in the very center of the. All right, so then we have a QB spy in the center, which would be the zone, and then you've got a deep single cover 1 up the top. Guys are backed off. It's either cover 3, cover 4, or man coverage with some kind of a QB spy or a blitz or some kind of a zone in the center. Okay, so this is great. I know what kind of coverages I'm going at. I'm going to be able to give myself a 50-50 shot. Well, from that, you have to understand how to actually go ahead and build routes that will take advantage of these certain reads. You know, how to beat soft man coverages, how to beat pressed man coverages, how to beat a cover 3, how to beat a cover 2, or a cover 4 type coverage. So that's the next step, and that'll be the next tutorial rollout. But initially, if you understand how to beat some of those coverages, you can go in and just make a quick read and understand exactly what your opponent is doing and how to take advantage of it. So I hope you liked this tip. If you did, go ahead hit the like button. If you did learn something from this and you're fairly new to the Madden game, go ahead and just make some comments in there and just let me know if you want me to roll out some more tips. I do plan on giving some strategies on how to take advantage of some routes. So let me know if you like this content and if this actually helps your game at all.